Jimmer, how funny is that for you, man? I mean, to talk to Joel after he breaks your record.
You know, it's funny. It makes you feel older. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really that old, but you know, being now that I'm in the NBA and everything, and I see all these records that are starting to be broken of mine. You know, and these kids are coming up, and they have looked up to you and have watched you throughout your career from that area. It's a really cool thing to see. You know, it really is the development of the players in the area. We have a lot of great basketball in that area that not a lot of people know about around the country. So it's awesome to see these kids get recognized and live out their dreams.
Jimmer, I mean, clearly, you know, you were always a great guy here as well as a great player. What does it mean to you to have another great guy like Joel? You know, he's a kid who he's yes sir, no sir, and very respectful. To have a guy who conducts himself as well off the court as he does on the court, that's got to feel good to know he's linked with you now.
Oh, awesome. It feels great. I mean, it's way more important for these kids to be good people and to do good things than it is for them to even break a record. And I think that's something that Joel understands. And, people are going to remember you for how you treated them, not necessarily for how many baskets you scored. I mean, there's a lot of guys in this world that, who score a lot of baskets, but people don't remember them in the same light because, they weren't maybe the best person they could be off the floor. And I think that's, something that he does a great job of, and, hopefully kids will continue to do in the Section 2 area.
Glens Falls native Jimmer Fredette, now New Orleans Pelican with Armen Levack on 104.5 The Team. Jimmer, we've been talking so much today about Derrick Rose's third knee injury, the third time he's going to have season-ending surgery. We feel for him, man. As a fellow NBA player, he's a star in the league. How do you react to seeing him go down last night in the news today?
Yeah, it's difficult to see. I mean, as you guys know, I was with the Bulls last year. At the end of the year, so I got to know him on a personal level as a teammate, and he's a great guy. He's a hard worker. He's very humble. He's unselfish. He's always out there supporting his teammates and supporting the guys around him. And it's heartbreaking for me to see because I know he's had such a tough go, and everybody in that city has rallied around him, and it's had high hopes, and it's tough for him to go down, and I just feel terrible for the guy. I wish him the best. I hope he has a speedy recovery, and hopefully he can get healthy and get his mind right and come back and be a great player in this league because he's still young.
Jimmer, as members of the media, outside looking in, we always say, "Oh, Derrick Rose always gets hurt. This is going to happen again. He's not reliable because of his body." As an athlete, you guys don't think that way at all, do you? I mean, you just said he's so young, he's going to bounce back. I mean, that's the mentality of Derrick Rose. Is that his mentality today? Just thinking, I can do this again. I can step back up, and I can be that player I was. I can get back at this.
I can't necessarily speak for Derrick, but I know that he's a competitor. I know that he's a guy that wants to be a great player, and he wants to be out there with his teammates. So I think that drive is going to make him, want to come back and want to be successful and want to push through this. But I'm sure it's very tough for him, going through this now for the third time. I'm sure it takes a physical toll, but it also takes a mental toll. And, I just wish the best for him. And like I said, I hope he makes a speedy recovery, and I hope that he comes back better than ever.
Jimmer Fredette of the New Orleans Pelicans with Armen Levack and 104.5 The Team. Jimmer, how's New Orleans going, man? A little Mardi Gras action down there, getting ready for that? How's the Big Easy, my friend?
No, it's great. I mean, it's a really cool place. I mean, there's not I didn't know what to expect when I first got down here. It was really hot when I first got down here in the summer, and that was tough. But the people are great. The city's really cool. There's a lot of cool things that go on that you don't really know about unless you live in New Orleans. And